Now, tonight is a bit of a special moment because it's really late for Vinny. It's 1 a.m.
It's true.
It's
Thank
10
you. Thank you for
p.m.
acknowledging that.
Yeah.
10 p.m.
Yeah,
It's
it's
1
10 p.m. for
freaking. Okay.
10 p.m. Pacific time is where Febatista, YouTube extraordinaire, and Minecraft legend and marketer legend. All right, I'm getting Linda
And cat
Jim
lover.
Marchetti, cat lover. You hear the cat in the back.
Yeah.
For us, legends, Vinny. It's 10 p.m. in
Oh.
real people time. All right. For
Yeah. Right.
fake people time in Toronto, where I was raised, it's 1 a.m. All right. Because it's fake people time, you deserve to have
To
this
live in the
podcast
future.
late. Yeah, you live in the future and having your woman potentially angry at you because if you make too much
Not
noise
yet.
or Jeff screams.
Yeah.
Not yet.
because I'm not screaming yet. So
They're in between the two real time zones. There's Brazil time and Pacific time. Those are the only two real time zones. Right,
And you-
Febatata? That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's true.
and you say you guys are legendary, and I'm from the future.
And you
got it?
technically die
Lose a lot.
earlier than us, no matter how you look at it. Lose a lot of time. I see
That
what
is
he did.
sad.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
But like you're like 15 years older than me, so actually
Yeah,
good.
I'm pretty old. So speaking of 15 years older, we have Febatata, who's 15 years younger than both of us. Young man,
I am
very
actually
successful.
15.
No, he's not actually 15. Shut the. Oh my God. Okay, he's 20, ladies.
Almost 20.
So
What?
21. He'll be legal drinking age in the United States very soon. And he is a Brazilian living abroad. And he's through building his YouTube channel from a very early age. He's able to, travel, use the money that he earned to start studying in Canada. And we're really glad to have you here today, man. Congrats! You're almost at 4 million subscribers on YouTube now as well, right?
No, I just passed actually.
Oh my God! Congratulations! I was
Yeah.
just looking at like 2 days ago. 4 million subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, and he's only 21. He's just getting started. Now you do gaming content, is that correct?
Yeah. Thank you for the introduction, though. It's really good.
Oh, you like the intro, eh?
Yeah.
My man. Exactly.
And
We
how
gotta
long you
pump
been
up
on
a bit.
YouTube? Because like I know you since forever.
Yeah,
like,
it's been since 2011. So I was 11 years old, actually 10 years old when I first created my channel.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Hang on. We have a 2000 generation here.
Yes. Prepare to feel old.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how old
Yeah,
we
and
are.
he's and-
1999.
Oh.
yeah, and he has more subscribers than both of us combined times 10. Just so you know.
Props
Come
on
on.
him, man. We're here to learn
Yeah.
the lesson.
We're trying to learn a lesson from. He's also aspiring marketer already. Do you feel weird in your marketing class here in Canada that these people are telling you how to get an audience, and where that you have more audience than they will ever have in their entire
I
life?
mean, that happened because I already like every time like someone would mention like social media or any types of like content creation, even like blog writing, people always used to look at me or like, oh, Felipe knows that question. Oh, Felipe knows that. Or ask Felipe. Like, so I became kind of like the icon of the class, but it was nice.
Yeah, the teacher should be asking you questions.
Yeah.
Like the teacher probably has like 1,000 followers on
I mean,
Instagram.
in my career-
like Vinny and I will make him look small. You come in the room and be like, "What's up? What's happening, fam?"
This is how big I am, bro.
Yeah, this is how big I am. We're talking about dicks, by the way. So
Can you imagine if
Two
you
more
get
swear
a bad grade, Feh? Can you could go like, dude, what are you doing? Like, am I getting a bad grade? Digital marketing?
Am I failing on
okay.
Like-
Twitter?
let me show you how it's done. Let me show you.
Twitter
Can I
101.
rewrite? I can rewrite this book. Like, this is the power of young influencers, and I super admire the generation that came after when oldies like me, Vinny, and even older people like Leo, right? Super old, just the oldest, just aged. Old folks home. Just be careful. Watch out for your seniors. COVID 2020. On a serious note, though, like the sheer amount of ability this younger generation have to grow an audience, to speak to the audience and communicate and relate to them is amazing. And I think most of the people who are writing textbooks have no idea how to guide this new generation because the new generation is doing it. What I want to ask you though is not necessarily marketing questions because for marketing we can do a separate podcast. I really want to talk about, and this is because I think this year the world is in such turmoil. The perspective of being a young Brazilian living abroad. You're living by yourself. You're making a living here in Canada by yourself. What's it like?
I mean, it's definitely like a journey for you to end up here, at least like where am I at the current stage? Because
Where are you at the current stage? Give us your day to day. Where are you?
mean,
Let's start from there. Okay,
I've
let's
been
make these
living here
kids
for,
jealous.
like-
Let's go.
I've been living here in Vancouver for a year and almost a half. So I passed learning English at school. I went to college. My college got bankrupted. I got a job. I switched jobs to follow my passion for gaming. Then I joined another college because I had to, or else I would have to go back to Brazil.
True story,
And-
immigrants.
and at first, I got here with with 3 friends, so we used to live all together in a group. And right now, all of them are living in Brazil, and I'm the one left.
Last
here.
man standing. Victory Royale. Oh no, I'm kidding. It's not Victory Royale.
So, like,
but I guess you
it's
really
definitely
like
like
it
a
here.
journey. Yeah.
And you really like it here. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you would have gone back with your boys,
I
right?
just love the city, Jeff. And I don't know, like, since the first time I've been here and since the first time we met, I ever told you, like, man, I love the city. Like, I don't know.
Because I've never been
I
to
just-
Toronto, right?
Yeah, ha ha ha. You see, he thinks he's funny. He thinks he's funny.
I'm trying.
No, I love both cities. I love both cities. But what is the biggest difference between your life here? And I know it's there's a lot of differences because you were much younger when you were back home, and at your age, 2 years is a world difference, right? All the way until 25, you're growing every single year. What is the biggest difference between your lifestyle here versus your lifestyle in Brazil?
I mean, the difference is totally the whole lifestyle, because even like doing all the changes to like adapt my life for being like a student back again and also working, I had to adapt like everything, since like waking up in the morning to like having a schedule and following like thoroughly, because you definitely like gotta work hard for what you're like looking for and to like catch up with your dream, I would say.
So now hard work is, you learned this at a young age because you started the YouTube channel at 11 or 10, right? If you look at your current situation, what's your day-to-day like? So how do you, like a schedule of Febatista, how do you manage your time between 2 jobs and schooling?
So like every day in the evening, like at night, I have college. So I have to adapt like all my mornings and noons for like my days. And also because I go to Sherwa, I work at Sherwa. I don't know if people that are listening knows about Sherwa. It's a gaming company that we basically created this app to connect gamers and people that are looking for partners to play or coaches to teach you to play your games.
Pretty soon this podcast will be sponsored by Sherwa. We
Yeah.
got Luis and Febatata
Let's
back
put
to
the logo
back.
right here.
Yeah, why not? Let's start putting the logos all over the place. Anyways.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you already mentioned Shira at some point in your podcast, especially with Luis. So
100%. And Mari's gonna come on. Actually, sorry, Coachy's gonna come on.
nice.
So we'll have
We have the whole family.
Sherwa galore.
The whole
Yeah, whole
Shira
family's
team.
here. So yeah, we might interview Pedro as well.
Nice.
Let's see if Pedro still likes me. If Pedro still likes me.
Come on.
So okay, so you got Sherwa you got handle Sherwa. You got full YouTube channel, 4 million subscriber, two videos a day
yeah.
almost, right? And then you also have school at night.
Yeah, so I do 20 hours a week at Sherwa, and I would say that I do like 40 hours for YouTube a week. On Mondays, I go at Sherwa and do my own thing and come back at 4. Then I prepare myself and like take a shower for college, for school, because it starts at 6 and ends up at 11. On Tuesday, I have to record like 4 videos, like 2 for Wednesday.
'Cause you have a little bit
2
more
for
time.
Thursday. Yeah. So like I keep switching.
Right.
Like
So, and
one
then-
day will be like office
Oh my
day
God.
and the other YouTube day.
Time management.
And he's
Wow.
giving
Yeah.
us a whole hour and a half today to talk to these 2 pieces of shit. So
Can
we
you imagine how
appreciate that, young
pissed
man.
he is? Like, these guys are taking like 1.5 hours of my time to talk about everything I do.
Yeah. Can
'Cause,
I
I mean,
just do
all
my
my,
shit?
like, leisure time, it's like past 9ish.
Oh, I
So
see.
like I could have been watching a movie right now, guys. So
I'm so sorry. You're talking shit with 2 oldies right here. So that's
Come
not good.
on.
3 things you love about Vancouver. Give me your top 3 things.
I would say the culture, not the people.
Oh,
But also
really?
the
You don't like the
But
people?
also the people.
Did you
No,
hear that, Jeff?
like double thinking
Oh
about
my
it?
gosh, not the people.
Also the people. But
Okay.
let me start over again.
Also the people.
I like him in
Yeah,
culture
yeah.
more
first.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
leave that in, Gabriel. You have to leave that in. Fuck that shit. Leave that in. That's hilarious. The culture, not the people. Straight up, just strangle choke
In
me
your
to
face,
death
Jeff.
on my own podcast. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
In
saw,
front of my co-host,
Jeff
who's gonna
die.
talk shit all day.
The culture, nature, and people, but not people at the same time. As third.
Oh,
Yeah.
To be honest, I
Okay.
understand the point of people, not people, because I feel like a love and hate situation here in Toronto as well. I would never say about Canadians, but I feel that a lot of people like that comes here think they own the place, and that's what kills me. Like, I know like we're people that decided to come here and like we're living here, but sometimes people decide to come here and forget they are here. And I understand what you mean, like people and not people, because I feel the same sometimes here in in Toronto as well.
You guys have a kind of a similar story in many ways, although Vinny has
No,
less
he came here.
subscribers.
I'm
Vin-
like I'm like surprised he came here like much younger than I. Because for me it was hard.
When did you
and
come here? You came.
I came
20
2015. 15.
Okay,
I
so
was
20 you were
like
23?
23 to 24. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so he came at 19. So wow.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
and
a
for
big
me it was
difference.
hard, and I can imagine for him. And I came with my girlfriend at the time. The first week we were here, we were trying to rent an apartment. We had like one more day of Airbnb. We couldn't find a place because we were student. And I sat down on the street, start crying. I told her, we're not gonna make it. We won't find an apartment.
We're not gonna make it.
And then she helped me a
find an
lot. So I can
apartment.
imagine for you, like, what was like the
Oh
craziest
my
thing? Like, did you
God.
ever think about like giving up? Because I did a lot of times.
I mean, lots of times
Shit, I
you,
didn't even know
you
that.
have like a double thinking. I don't know, but like the little voice in your head saying like, "Are you doing what's right?" But I mean, what I'm doing right now and like where I am, it's pretty much like the path that I'm looking for, like
Nice.
to reach my journey. That is like staying here as a citizen and being like able to enjoy like traveling all Canada over, not having to think about like a specific date that I have to go back to Brazil, or feeling the pressure to enroll me into like a college or something to stay here.
The
So
pressures of the visa, right?
yeah,
I feel that.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah.
It's also about finding the right place to live as well. right?
Yeah.
There's two challenges. Is just getting a place because you're new to the country and you don't have any credit to build with. And then there's the other part of like finding something that's suitable for building a living here, right?
And it's like just one thing that
I-
I always tell people, that people think it's easy to move abroad. It's one step back to give two steps forward. No matter how rich
Oh, I
you are,
love
no
that.
matter
Oh my
how
gosh.
wealthy
Did you
you
come
are.
up with that yourself?
I did, and I
Did you
tell
come up with that
everyone.
yourself? Oh
I
my
tell
God.
every single person that
No.
because like even though I'm successful, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, it doesn't matter if you're rich, if you're poor, you're gonna take a step back when you move abroad because everything is different.
Yeah,
you're gonna
It's
adapt,
true.
and then you give two steps forward, and then people complain a lot because of this step back. But like aim exactly
What
Fitz
was
said,
the
aim at your goal.
so Batata, what was the step back for you then, if that analogy works with you?
I feel like it was having to adapt to a different lifestyle and definitely like having to go back to study because I quit school like at my last year. Like I finished school, but I had the opportunity to go for like a college, but I just like denied. And I just decided to focus on YouTube. And as soon as I got here, I had to study. So I would say like changing this routine and having like to adapt myself to like waking up and having to go to a classroom and like paying attention and like even taking notes on class was something that I never thought I would do it like soon, you know?
So if you were to like, do you feel like you've grown significantly because of that challenge
Not
as a person?
because of that specific challenge, but definitely like the whole journey of
The whole
like,
challenge of
living
moving
abroad.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is why it's so hard for you to find a woman that's suitable for you. I mean, look at this man. So cute, so handsome, so mature, so successful. Can't get dates. Well, can't get dates. Just don't.
There's
don't,
no
can't-
time.
Doesn't
There's
wanna,
no time for him
No,
to do.
there ain't no time. But hold on. Let's think about how much smarter and advanced he is to an average guy his age.
Yeah.
Right. And then compared to like girls his age. Well, I'm recalling when I was 20 something. Girls are talking things like, "Oh my god, I listened to Drake. It's so fire. Oh my god." Right. Like that's 95% of what you get. Right. When you're at that age. We will talk a little bit about dating later because he and I have a similar experience
my
here in
God.
Vancouver. We would love to share that with everybody. Hey, Mr. Engage it down below me, in the box below. Shut the fuck up, okay? What's the biggest benefit of living in Canada? Give me a couple of them, and then versus living in Brazil. Why should you do this?
Security, culture, people are definitely more open-minded, and I feel like people here try to help each other in a way that most Brazilians are deny it or they don't see the option to help each other. And education, even like health insurance, like MSP, those kinds of stuff.
Universal healthcare that
Yeah.
functions. I know in Brazil you guys have
We have a
universal
good
healthcare,
one,
but
it
this
doesn't
is
work. Yeah.
yeah, it's actually
Really?
from,
A lot of
I learned
corruption,
from,
I would say.
I actually learned a lot about the Brazilian healthcare system from my previous relationship, and there's a lot of wrong things about it that doctors hate, but it's more on an administration level. There's
Yeah.
certain things that lack
Because it's
for,
recognized
for medical
worldwide.
equipment.
Yeah, they say it's one of the best
Yeah.
worldwide because of the structure, but like it's not well
Yeah.
organized and well like how it works is not the way it should.
Have you
Well,
used
no.
the family doctors here, Batata?
No, not yet.
Oh,
That's
so
the
you're
best thing,
you're
right?
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, but he. So I mean, now we don't have to pay it anymore, right?
No, but we do, like international students.
Oh, you still. Oh, right. You still
Yeah.
have to. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh,
I have to ask you because I feel a little bit like there's a lot of positive things. I love Canada, but there's two things that I miss like crazy, and I don't know if you do as well. Like food here is really good, but it's not Brazilian, and family. Like how was it for you? Like there was like other things.
That's
or the
not
bad
true for
things?
Febatata. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Food?
'cause it's
Let me just
Vancouver.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Food is not true. No. It's not because it's Vancouver.
Really?
It's because of an Asian man who cooks Brazilian food for him.
Yeah.
I wish I had an
Jeff
Asian man in
Makes
Toronto.
up for a lot of like Brazilian missing moments that I did.
That's super cool.
Hey, pastels and
Pastels, pão de
feijoada.
queijo,
Yeah.
feijoada.
Damn.
Oh, visual. Yeah, there you go.
But like, do you have
this man has some
anything
meals here.
that you miss like crazy? Because for me, it was food and family. What about you?
I would say like friends, definitely. Like the feeling of like gathering like 10, 20 friends like in my house. Because even back in Brazil, I used to live with like my group, and we used to do like these gatherings like once a week of like putting together all of our friends and just throw a party or something like really casual. And I feel like these moments of like going out and even like doing something at home was like definitely what I missed.
They don't know how to party here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No,
Why
I
don't
think
you make-
Brazilian knows too much. I think you guys know, but
Yeah.
Brazilians know too much about.
What is a good party consist of? Like, if we were to want to host a Brazilian party, and I'm saying this because you came to my last dinner party,
Yeah.
right? Where everyone is a tired old man except for the two of us. Like, we wanted to play darts competitively. And do you know what happens when Mari, Louise, Mari has energy. Mari has like 19, 21-year-old energy. Like, she just go. Louise, Leon, Nils, they ate a lot. And then a lot of dessert, if you remember, 2 desserts. There was served 2 desserts that night. And what happened after Febatata? They went right to the couch, right?
Yeah.
And the 3 of us were playing darts. I was washing dishes. Mari was drawing on my whiteboard. We were gonna like tally everyone's name. We're gonna have a dart tournament. Everyone's like, "No, I'm too tired." No. And then we play Uno for the rest of the night. So obviously that's not a Brazilian party. Batata, if we were to change that at night, different characters, your friends, add 4 more people, a little bit bigger space than my apartment downtown. So this is
Churrascão
like,
da galera, o
Churrasco
churras.
de
O churras.
barbecue, okay?
Yeah. We
What
call
else
it
you got? What
churras.
else you got, son? You got
Uh,
churrasco.
Music, a lot of music. Also food.
You just
drinks.
said food first. We got
No,
we
but
got,
I mean
okay, drinks. Good.
the barbecue, it's the event, not the food.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's
All
what
right.
For the
I'm
audience
talking
that
about,
doesn't
like-
know,
Yeah.
you mentioned like a Brazilian barbecue because a lot of my friends
Yeah.
invite me for barbecues and it's burgers. And I was like,
Nah.
come on.
Nah. Okay, let's go down the list. You got drink, barbecue, food, music. People get fucked up and like, is it an orgy afterwards, or is it like people are just pretty tame? What's happening?
It's more like party and having fun. Like definitely.
No, but what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm a nerd. I stay home. I don't know what that means. I've never been to a club before. Come on.
I mean,
Break it down for
laughing,
me.
like talking shit and
like this
like,
podcast.
talking bad stuff about life. Yeah, definitely.
This is a
that
party.
like the essence of like gathering.
got
friends,
drink.
like being social.
I got a quarter of a eaten pizza, which is kind of barbecue. This is great. This is a party. Is it just the energy that defines it then? If you want to explain it, like a Brazilian party has a different energy than a party here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Even, like,
Even
the
though
nightclubs here are like totally different than in Brazil. I
What's
don't know
the
if you've been
difference?
to any nightclub in Brazil, Jeff.
I just told you guys I've never been to a nightclub in my life. Compared to two, and I'll tell you this nightclub story. It's a funny story. But
Okay.
okay, compared to 2 nightclubs, Febatata, I need you to do this because you've been to both.
I will compare with PAX nightclub because actually the only type of nightclub that you find here in Vancouver are like EDM or like electronic music. But in São Paulo or like across Brazil, you can find like different types of nightclubs, like an alternative one, like a pop, a rock, or even like an event or like a bar or pub local that does different parties like across like different days a week. So in here you just have one choice. EDM, like electronic and toots, pretty much.
But there's
Drake's
some
remix.
hip hop clubs, but
I mean, you
that's
could have,
obviously
like,
not your crowd, right?
The Latina Tuesday, something like that. But it is like the ADM club that does like a Latin night, something like that.
Yo, you just made us sound like such bitches here. You're like, oh, you guys have these like Latina Tuesdays. It makes us sound like we're like trying so hard to appease to a culture, and we're failing so hard at it, right? Like, okay, so nightclubs.
But I
Okay.
don't like the nightclubs in here.
No, you've been to a few here already, right?
Yeah.
I remember I kept on wanting to go, and then I keep on bitching out at the last minute because I was like, I'm tired.
I
I'm
feel
old.
you. Yeah, I do the
I want to
same.
go to a
But,
nightclub.
okay.
I'm Jeff.
Oh, I'm kidding. I can't do nightclubs. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm tired. Let me stay in bed with my blankets.
Like
and
in
read a
Canada
book.
defense, I hate Brazilians nightclubs as well because I feel they always put more people than they should accept inside. So like if you get there, like I usually if you get there like before 10 or like before midnight, it's cheaper. So I used to get like before midnight, so I could get closer to the bar and get some drinks. Midnight, it became hell. Oh, you wanna pee, Jeff?
Hell.
Forget it. You're not peeing. You need to get like 10
Do
minutes
people just pee
before.
on the floor? Do people?
No, they go to the
Let's
bathroom,
be
but there's
honest.
a
Do people
line.
just pee on the floor?
There's a line to get to the.
No, but do people just pee on the floor?
I don't
Let's
think
just be
so.
honest
I never
with
saw
ourselves.
it. No, I never saw it.
No, really? So that's pretty
We have
civilized.
security. We have security.
You know
there.
what happened?
Like people would take them person off.
Poop for sure. Someone would notice, right? But if you're just like, if you're wearing pants,
Come on, Jeff.
and you're
Most
like,
people that are on nightclubs are
can't-
trying to
I have
get
to
on.
go.
And if you pee on yourself, you're not gonna
no,
get.
but
away.
okay. Here's the thing: you gotta get that like extra fast drying pant. You know the shit Nike makes. You know what I'm saying?
We have
And
something called bathrooms.
No, but there's a line. You
I know,
have
but
to
you
go.
have to wait, right? Okay, if you're like
Yeah,
desperate,
and you're
yeah.
also marking your territory. Okay, jokes aside, this is
Ugh.
this is why I've never been to a nightclub before, right? I
That's
really
why.
want to go.
Because you were
That's
it's
an adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would pee
Before
yourself.
so I'm a few of you guys know I'm turning 30 in half a month basically, and one of my things on the bucket list was not accomplished, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it. I don't want to get COVID, but to go to a nightclub is actually literally on the list, right? I did almost everything else. You know, my financial goals, personal goals, travel goals. I've hit all of it.
The easiest
funny part
one
is-
you screwed up.
The going to the club. Legitimately going to the club, all right? Go like as in paying $20 or less for the cover fee,
You saved money.
walking physically into the club, get a drink, talk to a human female, and then
Oh,
leave.
you would never talk. Music is
You don't
super
talk?
loud. You just scream.
The
first,
people
you're
people
gonna
try to do that
nod.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been to don't get me wrong. I've been to parties. All right, my mentor drags me to parties when I was a little younger, but I had no social currency. I was young. I was fat, and like she's like one of the most successful business women in the world. So it's like yeah, no one's gonna want to talk to me. Everyone's talking to her. I'm just holding a bag. So I've been to those parties and I got educated there. Here's the reason I've never been to a club before. I had in my life 8 opportunities so far to go into a club.
And you denied all of them.
No, I did not. I wasn't denied. I was perfectly fine to go in. At the Capitol to go in, I had a whole $20 in my hand every single time to go to these clubs. All right. 4 of these times happened in university, like 1 year of university. Febatista, you can say that I have very grandma, motherly energy in terms of taking care of people, right? Checking up on people, making food, baking goodies, right?
Yeah.
Welcoming home. You leave always full, right? And you leave with
Daddy
free
vibes.
stuff. I had that since I was 18, 16. I was always the den mother for my friend groups. And every single fucking time we try to go into a club when I was in university, one fucker in my group will get so drunk or get into a fight or get like so high that
Before
the
even
bouncer
joining.
kicks them out before we go in. Nobody in the group will volunteer to take that person back
Nice.
to their dorm,
You're
back
the
to a
only-
home, whatever. I had to carry that person, either fireman's carrying them romantically, like we're about to make love all night, carry them like, dragging them on the street, whichever way possible, dragging them on the bus. I think it was a number 5 in Waterloo, and then staying on the bus, make sure they don't get into another fight or get drunk and start harassing women who are just trying to get home from class.
Wow.
And then I take care of them all night. I order pizza, feed them, Gatorade, water. I had a whole remedy for the drunks.
You bathed them.
Whole remedy for the highs. And no, I don't bathe them. They can bathe themselves. They can go fuck. This is why they can pee in their pants. Oh, too bad. They're laying on my
Yeah.
roommate's bed. I don't give a fuck. Or the couch. Right? And then you gotta buy me a new couch cushions. Actually happened once. And then never. Yeah. And then in my adulthood, it was one time I was about to kind of go into a club. I entered. I was about to order a drink, and I got friend zoned with this girl that I was seeing for a couple of weeks. And I just left. I left my friend there who was out of town. He wanted to stay. I was like, let's go. This is not waste my time. I have no reserves for all the women that friend zoned me before I was 28. Here's the reason. I was fat, That's it. If you're fat, you're gonna get friend zoned. Here, this is the moral of the
come
story.
on, yeah.
No, okay, not body
It's not
shaming.
like that.
Chubby love,
No,
chubby love.
legitly, it's a health issue, and I'm not doing this as a character defect. I'm not making fun of fat people. It's one of the hardest things to lose weight. I went on this journey. I want to use this to segue into dating because I want to talk about. I always want to talk about Febatata and dating in a video. We always talking about this, and finally you're on a podcast, and you're trapped here for another 40 minutes. So you got to be the best.
I
version
think
of
he's
yourself.
gone, Jeff. I think he left.
You ran away. Like, fuck this shit. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
He
I'm
went
back.
under the table. He's tiny enough to go under tables. I forgot about that. Being fat is not a character defect most of the time. It's just people do things wrong from a metabolical and health perspective. And it's not a matter of shame, but it's a matter of self-realization. And what I realized was I have to be the best version of myself to find the best partner for myself. And I want people who are listening to this podcast, if you're a young man who's having trouble with these kind of things, I want them to know that the first objective is to be the best version of yourself. I know there's a Brazilian YouTuber, I think his name is Kickoff. He's a friend of a friend. And I think he set a rule for all his guys in Breakman, his crew. They're not allowed to date until they earn 2 million reais. Is this true? This is true, right?
I don't know
Febatata,
if
you heard about this. But you heard about this rumor.
I heard about it, but I don't know if it is like true.
If it is, I admire that man from a
I gotta break up my relationship.
They earn 2 million. I mean, come on. You earn in dollars. You probably passed that figure already if you earn in dollars.
I wish.
Yeah, you're fine. Fuck off.
No, I'm fine,
No,
but
I'm not saying
that
you.
fine.
I'm not saying you need 2 million in the bank. I'm saying you had a net. Sorry,
Oh, okay. Net
gross.
worth. Okay.
gross.
got it,
Oh
got it,
no,
got it.
sorry, gross, not net. I'm saying
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
Your whole income, because that means you have a steady job and you can pay for yourself, right? That makes sense. You'll be like mid-20s. So I really admire this. But
I don't know.
Febatata,
I don't know if
yeah,
it's the right like having a goal to like being able to like open yourself. Because
But don't you agree the concept is okay? Like being the best, like you have to have a goal and be steady enough before you try so hard on one thing, because then you can actually handle the relationship. What do you think about that?
I agree with you on the term of like being the true yourself and working on yourself for like a positive growth, but not on terms of like having 2 million reais and now you can like explore the
I can
world
finally get laid.
and have booties. Nah, for me it's like you definitely have to love yourself. It's like my god RuPaul's always says.
What RuPaul saying?
You gotta love
What's
yourself
up? What
before
RuPaul
loving
saying?
somebody else.
First love
Oh,
is the
wow, that's-
self-love. Yes,
I need to
thought it was
watch.
something
I
like
need to
that.
watch
I
that
could be
drag
wrong.
queen show.
If you
He's
can love
googling. He's fact checking.
yourself, how in the hell are you love somebody else? Can I get an
Oh, you
amen?
can't love yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Amen.
that's adorable. RuPaul,
Just a small
RuPaul is.
point. We're not saying like being the best version of yourself is like being thin or fat. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna depend on person. Like for Jeff, maybe getting a little bit thinner was the best version of himself.
Yeah, look at
Maybe
this
for
chin
you
right
it's
here.
not.
Look at
And if
this.
you
Look
feel
at that
good-
jawline.
Yeah.
Look at that jaw. Hold on. Look at that jawline.
One day he's gonna
Take a
take his shirt
screenshot,
off
put
this
that-
podcast.
Put that. So no, I think I'm being a little extreme and facetious because it was all a segue to this. Febatata, isn't like dating in Vancouver the worst experience a human being could ever subject themselves to?
Yeah.
I blame myself for everything that happened in my 20s. But because now I realize this year I've done everything I can to make myself the best version of myself, right? And I compare notes with fellow young, handsome, successful, sexy men like Febatata.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
And he's going through no, Febatata, you're engaged. Shut the fuck up. This doesn't include you. All right. Compare my notes with someone like Febatista about the Vancouver scene. This is why I talk to Brazilian women so much, because they have everything I want. You know who you are. What is about here that is so bad? I want to see you publicly say this, because we talked about this so many different times.
I feel like it's what I said at the beginning, like people, because there's part of the people that always look up to relationships in a different way that we do, or that most people do. Because I feel like if you are on Tinder or you have like dating profiles, most people there are looking for like one night stands or something more superficial. I feel like in Brazil, people are like really trying to know each other and keeping up like with contacts and I don't know, like having coffee dates. And here it's more like, oh, let's go on a date for you to talk about your job or what you do. Not, I don't know. It's like even difficult for me to explain. Everything is more like fake in here, or like plastic. Not fake, but more plastic.
So
Mind
your age
blown.
group, what you? Okay, let's go over Tinder profiles real quick, because last time I was on Tinder was like early January, and I gave up on humanity after that. I
I
haven't
look
been
out
to any dating apps.
every time I look up to like 20, 25-ish or something like that.
Oh, so you go for women that are a little older than you? Ooh,
Yeah,
young
yeah.
man. Hello. Well, they're gonna eat you alive. They get
like-
devious after 25.
Can I just make one comment
Yeah.
before I get extra?
No,
like,
you're not single.
because
You
I'm
can't-
gonna be cut from this conversation. Because like
Okay,
I don't
do
know
it.
Tinder.
Do it.
Like I've been dating with the same person for like 10 years now.
Count yourself
And-
lucky you found your soulmate.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
it's crazy how like Tinder. I'm not judging the app. I've never been there, but like
So judge us all you want. Judge us
No,
all you
but
want.
I
please.
don't know. I have no context. But I expected Brazilians to be more superficial because I know friends that use Tinder just for like booty calls, like one.
But don't you guys have a bigger Don't you guys have a bigger emphasis on love as a culture? As
I
a culture
do. I don't
itself.
know about
like,
other, my friends. I think
No,
they
but
just want
like-
I think so.
Sertanejo is the most popular music in Brazil, I think, right?
Even
So
like
and
just
all they're
greeting
singing
each
about is
other,
love.
like getting closer, like kissing the cheek.
yeah.
Like
We're much
people
more closer.
Don't do
yeah.
that like at all.
True.
It's more intimate as a culture.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I think we're more warm.
Okay, 20 to 20. Your group age group is 20 to 25 within, let's say, 50 kilometers, right? Something along those specifications.
Mhm.
I play in the age group, I guess, if we were to compare, of women who are slightly older than that. I think I go from 26 to 31. Have you, like, I know you've taken breaks from Tinder. I have too. But have you noticed there's the same people when you go back that are looking for the same shit, just with a different packaging? Like they're saying they changed their profile a little bit. They added an extra catfish picture.
Definitely. And also Tinder doesn't work quite well for us because they are always like trying you to make you pay for like the service, or like Tinder Gold, Tinder Plus, Tinder Silver. I don't know. Like
So which dating apps have you used? Like, I want to compare some notes.
I heard that Hinge was like kind of okay. I don't know if you heard about.
Oh, you recommended it to me in January
Really?
when we talked. I stopped using all of these for the last 6 months. I don't plan to go back. I learned my lesson, but I wanted to compare these notes so our audience can know.
But all my dates
Which-
that I had was from Tinder actually.
Well, do you think that this is an issue? Hold on, but do you think this is an issue of just Vancouver, or do you think this is our generational issue?
I think it's more like a general problem and generational problem, because it's more like putting together how the new teenagers and the newest generation it's acting on social media, and also even like regarding women and like being treated equally. I think it's all like connected in a certain level, that even like people doesn't want to have like relationships and get to have interactions with each other to not hurt themselves, or they try to play a more superficial way for just like being total neutral, like being total like a NPC on a game, I would say, and not being like fully connected, like having the full experience of life. I don't know.
Are we the most scared generation? You think we were guided by fear and self-consciousness?
Maybe.
Because we're like, you're kind of Gen Z's a millennial transition, right? Because you're the 2000s kid. Because if people who are born maybe a few years after you, they're true Gen Z. We're millennials, both Vinny and I. And I feel like millennials, Gen Z, and whoever comes after, we're painfully self-aware. Like, we have so much information about how we're not good enough. We have the boomers and the fucking Gen X shitting on us for not doing what they did, right? Even though they're the one who inflated real estate prices, they kind of fucked up economy system, and then we're the ones paying for it. With our environment
You're 25
too.
and have
But it's
no
okay.
kids?
Yeah, how dare you?
dare you, right?
I worked in the car shop and made enough money for a family of 3, and I could buy a house for $35,000. And now,
25
you want
years
a nice
ago,
house.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
25 years ago. Now you want a house, it's 1.2 million CAD. Good luck. Right? What do you think is a good way for someone like our generation to kind of navigate ourselves out of this and really find happiness?
Ooh, I really don't know, Jeff, because
No pressure, right?
No
yeah,
pressure. You're
right
solving all of
answer, yeah.
everyone's problems and listening to this podcast who's under the age of 35.
I think it's more like being happy with what you do, or like where you are, and always like trying to be your best and not being stuck in the comfort zone. Because I feel like most people like sometimes get blind or like your real situation, and you always have to have your like second opinion, like seeing yourself from the third perspective and seeing like what I'm doing, doing will affect some people, will be in a good way, in a bad way, and how can make all my actions being like good, not just for me, but like for everybody like around me.
I like that. Social responsibility and self-fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
Look at this man's dropping wisdom at the tender age
Yeah.
of 21. Y'all learn this shit.
I just think it goes back like to what you've said about the RuPaul sentence. I grew up listening to a lot of people say like you should be the best version for your girlfriend, you should be the best version for your boyfriend, and it's not. First, you should be like you should love yourself, because I grew up listening like, oh, if you like this girl and she likes boys that are like, I don't know, they have long hair, you should grow your hair. No, like instead of I'm changing to make she likes me, I should show how good I am so that she would like me. So I think I grew up listening to this, and I think nowadays it's different. So I think it goes back to what you said, like you gotta love yourself so people can learn how to love you. I think that makes sense.
Febatata, this is where you go, yes, I agree with you, Vinny.
Yeah, but I'm doing it. Yes, I agree with you, man.
Yeah, he didn't nod. He didn't. It's okay. It's okay. He's new to podcasting. He lets plays,
good.
so he needs
all
to. He
good.
needs gameplay right now. I need to be like, Vinny needs to be punching me. Vinny needs to do like a combo on me, so Febatata can narrate what he's doing. Be like, Vinny assaulting Jeff Fang. YouTube face. Okay. Recently, one of our mutual friends, a very good friend of both of ours, he went back to Brazil. I mean, I admire him because he wants to be together with his girlfriend and his family, and I wish him all the best, and I can't wait to see him back in Guyana. Shouts out to Mike. He's going to be on the podcast soon, whenever he settles down and we find some time. Clearly, he's going back into a situation in Brazil that is not ideal. Right? If you look at Brazil, the land of football, beautiful women, and happy people, I don't know if we can say that about. Yeah, they're not so happy right now. I mean, the women are still beautiful, but they're suffering at the hands of a.
And some people are not playing football, soccer anymore.
Yes. Yeah. So there's no football. So it's just unhappy people and beautiful women. Shit. That sounds sadder than I thought.
Yeah, that sounds sad.
That sounds really sad. Oh my god. As an individual, what do you think is a solution for people who are feeling this despair?
In Brazil, like the recommendation I would say would be like staying house and doing everything you can without like leaving our place, because right now it's like the moment that you definitely gotta be careful and be safe for you and for those around you. If you can, just work from home, and if you're going out, just wear a mask and protect yourself, because it's definitely like a bad time right now, and we are definitely like on a crisis, but we gotta survive, and we will.
Would you go back to Brazil now, or
Right
like,
now? No.
Okay.
No way.
Because honestly, I feel the same. Like I miss home like crazy. Like the current situation scares the hell out of me.
And I was supposed to go back to Brazil in September to spend like a week with my family, because it's my mom's birthday.
Wow.
So, because I did that last year, and I was supposed to do the same this one, but no way.
Yeah.
I don't even
What,
know if
what
like,
would need to change for you guys to be comfortable to go back? I wanted to ask that. As two Brazilians abroad, what would need to happen in Brazil for you guys to be like, hey, I can travel back with no shame or no fear?
I don't even know how Brazil is dealing with like border stuff, or if Canada is allowing Brazilian travelers to arrive here. I don't know. Like
I don't think we
if you
are.
have
I think
family.
I think
It's
Yeah,
still, like,
only if you have
hard.
family here.
I feel like as soon as they
Um,
open, I'm sure like just go for like a week or two, because even though it will be like definitely a dangerous trip, I would take the risk and take like the whole system like of taking care of me and using masks and taking alcohol baths and all the procedure, because I definitely miss my family, and I feel like if everybody like that's going out is taking like the right measures, like all the safety measures, people will be safe.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I agree, but for me, it wouldn't go. Like, I'm not even like going political in this. Like, people voted for the guy. It is what it is. But like for me, what scares me the most, like, endangering my family. Like, cause I know that Brazilians, they're like really warm, they're really lovable people, but they are also a little bit selfish. So like, oh, I'm young, I'm not gonna die, so I'm gonna go to the beach. So I think like what scares me the most going back, like, is endangering my family. So I wouldn't go now. Yeah, even though I miss them like crazy. So yeah.
With that note, let's do something a bit more positive. I think 2020 is a bit of a shit year, right? So, but I think from what we can tell with this podcast, Febatista is making the most out of it. I think Vinie and I are doing, and our commonality there is trying to be the best versions of ourselves and we're trying to improve, and that's all we can ask for. We gotta think of it as like a training saga in anime. right? This is it. We're training ourselves.
Or as
We're
I've
working.
seen on TikTok, the main character plot. Like you gotta be the main character of your story.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. With that, let's move on to some questions from the fans. The first question comes from Nina Nina. What is it like observing what's happening in Brazil with, a not so good government and a situation that you're dealing with right now? So many kilometers away. What is your feelings towards that? How's it like?
I mean, at first sight, it was definitely like sad to see what was happening and how the government was treating like the whole COVID situation. Meanwhile, we were being like taking all the procedures and being inside, and we were suffering with groceries and losing all the
Toilet
paper
paper.
towels in all the
Oh
stores.
my.
And Brazil was just starting, and we saw like everybody being together and doing all the movements, especially Leon and News that did Renda Básica one, because it was definitely one of the first movements to put everybody together to kind of like wake up in this situation, because we saw what was happening and we saw that the president and the people around him was doing just shit, and we that was so strange to see our faces.
It's
Yeah,
true.
no, that's
like,
good. No, that's
I
my
agree
reaction.
100%.
It's kind of a shitty situation. Whether you agree, disagree politically, you can't be like, this was handled perfectly in Brazil, right? There's no way you can say that. It's the exact opposite of it. And everyone's gonna blame China and call me a bat eater. I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. No, if you call me names, I'm gonna call your mom. I will text her, and then I will, yeah. I'll see her for Sunday dinner, anyways, right? So it's fine. Anyways, go ahead. Berating our potential audiences who are racist. Yeah, sure, we can go. I'm happy to keep going. Anyways, go ahead. I think that's a good answer. I think what you're saying is it's sad, but it's kind of the reality.
Yeah.
And there's not much you can do about it, but support initiatives like what Theo and Nils did, whatever initiatives are there, right? And use your influence in that direction. But are you feeling better about it now, or are you feeling worse?
Kinda, because I feel like people are starting to do some movements and it started to act, but I feel like we need more support and we need more people like acting and supporting the movements that are like pro. I don't even know like how is the name of people like
Pro reason. Let's just say
pro
reason. Pro reason.
Pretty much it.
Next question is totally not from me, but maybe it is a question from me. Let's see. So Jeffy Fang 69 King says, what do you look for in an ideal woman? What do you look for in a relationship?
I don't know, Jeff, because even like on my
Oh, I mean, that's not me. It's Jeffy Fang 69 King. There could be many Jeffy Fang 69 Kings.
A lot of Jeffys.
like,
Fang 69 Kings.
On my last date, she asked me like, what's your type? Like, do you have a type? And I stopped and was thinking about like for a second. And I know it's kind of like cheesy, but I feel like I don't have a type. It's more like feeling connected to the person, like feeling it happen, like the connection, like getting to know somebody. Because I really like to talk with people and get to know people. And I feel like that's pretty much the first step, like getting
Chemistry,
to know each
right?
other. Yeah.
I mean,
See, Jeff,
as a handsome
Forget
guy, yeah.
Brazilian looks. Chemistry, Jeff.
It's not just a looks. Okay,
Oh, it's
hold on,
not your
let me
question.
just,
My bad.
Expand on
I
that
thought-
question. No. Okay, first of all, I wasn't even asking for looks. You gave me the answer exactly what I wanted. It's that connection. People can improve, people can change, but at the same time, though, there's got to be a good foundation and a good chemistry there, right? So I think that's important. But let me know if you agree with this, Febatata. Like, it's hard for people to be themselves nowadays, and this is why also it's hard for people to find a partner, because if you don't know who yourself is, how do you know what you want?
Definitely. I totally agree.
Okay, so Jeffy Fang 69 definitely appreciates 69. Sorry, Jeffy Fang 69 King
Appreciates
your answer. That was a really good answer. Thank you for bringing up the connection. All right, we're gonna go on to our special Cool Kicks Club questions. Let's go down from the list. I guess we are starting together with
Moi?
Moreno.
Yeah. Moi asks you, Fê, are Jeffy's cookies really tasty?
Jeffy's cookies. I've tried your cookies, Jeff.
Yes, you tried them. Yes, you tried them once.
Not that good. He forgot.
Back in
Wait,
the
you
apartment,
know?
right?
Oh my God! No, you haven't. You tried my
Oh, yeah.
brigadeiro. You tried my cocada. You
Yeah.
tried my bolo de sonora.
think
You
I've tried
never
your-
tried the cookies.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what's happening this weekend, buddy? what's
My
happening,
birthday
right?
gift will
You
be
know what the fuck?
cookies.
Exactly. Your birthday gift will have cookies and something else.
Yes.
Fuck is happening to this weekend? Yes.
If I ask you, how's the experience of
What-
working at Sherwood? especially the part of working with the great pal Kochi Koshiro.
I think the best part of working at Showa is Kochi Kochito.
I wish I could work with dogs.
You know, when we have our my nephew here on the podcast, my dog nephew,
Okay,
you guys
I
will
was
see.
like,
This is no, he's my dog now. I'm the dog uncle. I'm chill Jeffy. You know, isn't he the smartest? Like, he's like a person.
He
A
is
person.
way smarter than most people.
You hear that, people? Checkmate.
Emilia EFR asks you, why did you start with YouTube? What or who made you press the record button and then the upload button?
Who's your inspiration? I mean, you're too young to not have an inspiration at that time, or you can't be like, my inspiration at 11 was myself.
I first got into Minecraft. I remember I was spending the weekend on my uncle's farm, and we didn't have like the fastest internet back there, so we took like 30 minutes to load like a 1 minute video. And I remember I used to play a lot of emulators on my computer, and I was playing Pokemon Fire Red. I was stuck in this stage, and I got into YouTube to look for like tutorials or something how to pass. And I found this YouTuber called Condemer 4000, Condemer 4000, and then he posted a video called Minecraft Surviving My First Night. And when I saw that video, I was like, huh, what is this game? Like me, 10-year-old Felipe, like, I gotta download, I gotta play, I gotta check it out. And then I downloaded, I start playing, and then I start looking into like Minecraft YouTubers. And that was when I like met Leon, Monarch, Venom Extreme, and
these are old people.
even Peck and Mike. I started watching them. Like I was at first their fans.
You get more views on your channel than
Nice.
them right now. By the way, I looked on Social Blade. This is my boy killing it right
Damn.
now. 30 million views. What's up? Son's got 30 million views. What you got, Vinny? Got what?
I
30 views?
got
Like our podcast?
I have you, Jeff.
Not 30 views. That's true. It's my fault that we're getting only
But
30 views.
I
It's
watch
actually true.
his streams on Twitch.
Ah, sweet.
Right.
Something I admire on him is that he posts like 2 videos per day, and I get like overwhelmed like doing one per week. And it's something that it's like it's meant to be. Like he should have like 30 million views because like look at what he's doing. Like he's studying, he's working, he's doing everything, and he's still doing YouTube. So it's like it's something that motivates me as well.
He's still, e aí, galera, beleza, Febatista aqui. Like, he does that every single day, twice. Right?
Alexandre Barros asks you, hello, Fe Potato. How was it to react to the opportunities that YouTube gave you? And do you feel happy where you are as a professional?
Monetization. Let's just say
Job.
when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah,
your
yeah.
first
Yeah.
monetization.
Your first payment,
Yeah.
it wasn't 50 cents from AdSense.
Nowadays, like
Wait,
$20.
did you hold on? Let me just. It won't be against you anyways. Did you sign with BBTV originally, or were you one of the machinima kids that came over?
No, I actually never got into Machinima. I was first from TGN, then I
Oh, hello, how's your
yeah.
boy? Oh, you're welcome. Your boy here,
underscore
founder of TGN. Oh my god, dude! I didn't know you were one of my babies. Oh my god, that's amazing. we got brought by BBTV, and now I guess that's how the story started.
And
then,
then
yeah?
I went to TGS, like Felipe Neto's network.
Yes, fuck
And I
those
switched
guys.
back
Sorry,
to
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
BBTV.
And do you feel
All right, awesome.
do you feel happy where you are as a professional, or you have like
Definitely.
more dreams?
Because if it wasn't for YouTube and if it wasn't for my current stage on YouTube, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be like doing what I'm doing right now. So all my life since I was 16, it's now due to YouTube.
Whitefield asks you, hi guys, my question to Febatista, but also Vinie. I think we already answered these, but what were the biggest challenge that you experienced while moving to Canada, and once you got there? How did you guys deal with being away from the family? Congrats on the podcast once again, and I hope to meet you guys 3 years from now in Canada soil.
Oh,
Hopefully.
that's nice.
I
Yeah,
think we
fingers
addressed
crossed,
this
man.
question.
Let's
Answers
expand
like-
on it. We can expand on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Like the part of the family, how did you guys deal with being away from the family? I can sum up in one sentence. I never learned how to, and I still struggle. So what about you, Faye?
Yeah, it's definitely like kind of difficult, but at the same time, I'm always like trying to call them and doing like video calls. But sometimes I see myself like getting caught up in my routine, and sometimes I'm not even like sending them a message. Like I always try to at least like message them like once a day, at least just to say like, oh, what's up? Like, how are you guys doing? Or send like my cat's picture or something to like include them in my part of life. Cause
Where's the cat? Show the cat. Show the cat. Where's the
He's
cat?
actually sleeping. Let me turn the camera.
Oh,
Oh, look at
my
that.
chuchuzinho, gatoinho,
I would say
inho.
in like a recommendation or something that I really learned on doing this saga of moving to Canada was you gotta be ready for anything because the unexpected it will happen at some point because every time you're like thinking about living abroad, even like before I end up here, I did a lot of research, but sometimes just the research is not enough and
Yep.
you won't be ready or you won't be prepared for something that might happen and it always end up happening something, you know.
100%. Like, to be honest, something that I also tell everyone that asks me about moving abroad, like, you're not buying a shirt. You're moving to a different country. Research.
11,000
look
kilometers
for it.
away.
Yeah. And,
11,000
just to
kilometers
finish,
away.
like, I don't even know how you guys do it because I'm like 1 hour during winter, 3 hours time zone different. You guys are 6. When it's like you're having lunch, they probably getting ready for dinner. So like if I struggle to talk to my family every day, I can imagine what you guys feel. So is this okay? Something that you worked out? Like you learn how to deal with the time zone difference?
It's the
For
only
you,
way.
Faye. It's for you, Faye. By the way, I don't have to deal with that time.
No, it's
Nah,
like it's
yeah.
the only way to talk with them. Like for me, I always try to talk with them like as soon as wake up, especially because I'm waking up like at 10, 9-ish. So for them, it's like they're finishing up with lunch or like my dad is going to take a nap, something like that. So even though it's quite hard to like get both of them together online at the same time, but I always try to like get in touch with them or like on Saturdays or Sundays, even though it's like my day that I'm like most free.
Yeah.
To be
And my
available.
message here for you guys, it's a struggle, it's hard, it's a pain, but it's worth it. If it's your dream, focus. It relies on you.
I don't think we can end off any better than that. Thank you both.
Like immigrant talk is like motivational speaking.
It is. It
Yeah.
really is motivational speaker. A story, you know, at the end of the day, most of our stories are that of immigrants. If you think about it, at the end of the day, we're all,
True.
you know, the human race is nomadic by nature, right?
Yep.
So it's great to hear from you. Thank you so much, Faye, for doing this. Thank you, Vinny, for staying up so late. I guess all of us now at this point for staying up so late.
It's
2:30
and I'm not in trouble. I'm super happy.
Whoa, yo, you gotta buy flowers tomorrow.
I
I'll buy
did it.
flowers for you. You did? You bought flowers already? Yikes.
No,
this
I
man
did
knows.
it. I survived it.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, but I'm saying you should get some flowers, get some chocolates, you know, and then just be the best boyfriend you can be.
I try
I mean,
every day.
I mean in bed.
Do
I
that
mean in
for
bed.
us.
You know, I
Oh.
mean in bed, right?
No,
Like,
we
you
live
gotta
together.
perform.
We don't do this anymore.
Oh yeah, there's no sex once you live together. That's true.
You said, baby, I never said sex. Jeff said sex. Leave the doubt it. Leave the
Okay,
doubt it.
let's end off with sex. All right, see you guys next time. Oh my god. You know, one thing I noticed is that Vinny,
Yeah.
he's got a really cute face, doesn't he? Yeah, right? Like he's got a mad cute face. No joke. Like
Oh.
Vinny's
kings
handsome,
support
come
kings. Yeah.
See the look.